Hi everyone, my name is Era Taskia. I'm from State University of Malang, and thank you for coming to my videos. And in these videos, or in these times, I will try to inform with you all of you, and try to present my article. The title of my article is The Benefit of Traditional Games on the Cultivation of Elementary School Students' Character Values in Modern Times. Okay, next I go to my abstract. So games in modern times have a various types which are divided into two, and the modern games and traditional games. And the traditional games need to be preserved often with the development in this modern era or times. It's the same thing. And this writing uses, or my article is use the literature study method, and the source of the reference of this paper was obtained from various published articles. This writing discusses how the benefits of traditional games can be a medium that helps in instilling character values in elementary school students. And student characters can be benefit from traditional games such as like a teamwork, togetherness through movement, sportsmanship, cohesiveness, responsibility, honesty, order, cooperation, religiosity, nationalism, introspection, independence, integrity, creativity, and other characteristics. So the types of traditional games are very diverse, such as like Egrang. Egrang says is the same thing as a term like still it's the same, and Gobak Sodor and the other types. The vast benefits of traditional games are expected to survive in this modern era or times and be adapted as a learning model, so that the character values contained in them can be embedded in the elementary school students. The keyword from my article is a traditional game instilling character value elementary school students. Okay, as I said before in abstraction or the abstract, I think is the main point of all of the writers or the authors, because in the abstract, main idea just usually is input in here, but I am in an introduction. I just only want to inform about the main point of my article too. And in modern times, modern types of games that use technology are growing rapidly. Yeah, as we know that the users of the games or modern games are not only for the students, are also the women and men, or the adult is usually as modern games too. They usually use the modern game for like to entertain their themselves like that. And then the many traditional camp are left with hymns, even through children used to be very familiar with these types of games, and it is hope that this game will also continue to grow in society. Maybe uh, we already know some of the traditional games, like we are already maybe use or play with our friends in the past, such as like I said before, like Gobak Sodor, or like stilts. It's we already have heard, well, not maybe on just not heard, but we are already maybe in the past used to play with our friends before the games on the vendor games are used rapidly. Technology is very massive. We already use that, but in this modern times or in this eras, because of the technology is being massive developed with getting more bigger, have an impact to the world, I think. And uh the traditional games is also like, oh, right now is the children is not used to, or maybe you from the traditional, the kind of the traditional games. And meanwhile, traditional games have a various character values in them. Yeah, and the sorry, I modern sorry, the modern games are is characterized as individualistic, sorry, selfish, and do not place value on the meaning of life. uh, in this article, I want to try to information about you the benefit of or the implication of using a traditional game is have a lot of benefits, such as in like implements the characteristics of uh, students in a elementary school or the children too. And the character itself is closely related to the character of a person, which is characteristic of him or her, and as a result of a progressive and dynamic consolidation process. Yeah, and through traditional games, me, as a writer, wants to see how the benefits of playing traditional games can help foster character values in the elementary school students. Next, okay, I will try to inform you about the research method. In this writing, the author of me, as a author and writer too, of course, uses a literature study, as I said before, in the abstract for a my research method. What is a literature study? A literature study is an activity carried out by collecting library data references by reading, making small notes, and processing research materials. In his writing, or in my article, several sources related to the benefit of traditional camps are taken from existing and previously published research. Apart from that, the cultivation of the character values that have been successfully from the benefit of traditional games also includes sources collected to determine the success of all traditional camps and instilling character values in the elementary school students. So yeah, as I said before, like I want you to see how the benefit of the traditional camps. So I collect the data or the source from like the previous author or writer who's already implement or observe or experiment in their school, in their village, and yeah, it's already implement or see how this the traditional is have a good benefit for installing a corrective value for the elementary school students. It's like that. Next, I want to inform you about result and research. The main point, I take it from my presentation or this video, is the first one. The game cannot only be seen as a mere entertainment, and the game raises other values that can be taken as learning. Yeah, it's a little bit discussed or thought informed to you before that the games is everyone can use or can be a user for using these games, and the games usually the main point is to entertain everyone, every person who use this one. But in the traditional games are games that have various benefits and cultivating character values in a student in elementary school. For the example, I already read from another resource, like a traditional game of like a jumping rope, gobak sodor, crank, wooden car, and stilts in the Baratan village, Jaron, Nogosari, and Boyle Regency is foster character values such as like a teamwork, togetherness through movements, penmanship, responsibility, honesty, order, and cooperation. These values show its effectiveness and has been observed by previous author. Yeah, the other one for the example, like The benefit of traditional games of the like gobak sodor and still like I said it before is the same thing as egra, but have in Indonesia or in English is the same term, I think. It's the same term, sorry. In a Bay Village influence the styling of the character values of like religiosity, nationalism, independence, cooperation, and integrity. So the character of religiosity arises because a child can carry out a religious uh, thing, religious teaching according to his beliefs, and is also tolerant and lives in harmony with the owners of the other beliefs. As for I give you something like simple from this article that is talk like if in an outer school in the village, we already know that we live not only with one ethnic or religious or we live with a difference in Indonesia, of course, in elder schools too. And one part of the main character, like in religiosity, we can uh, tolerant with their differences in our lives. It's like that. So the other one, the character of nationalism is associated with this child's ability to be able to love his nation, to be able to maintain the integrity and identity of the nation. Together, independent character is identified with the ability of person not to depend on other people. I think one part in this article is try to the previous author to inform too that um, if we play with traditional games, we also have the character like local wisdom in that uh, we implemented the local wisdom. The local wisdom, like the culture, we are the child know our culture to oh, that's in this area. There's already have like a traditional games. It's like the name of traditional games like Gobak Sodar is kind of like that. And um, oh, sorry. Independent character is identified with the ability of a person not to depend on other people. The character of cooperation cannot be separated from the ability or help each other for togetherness. And the character of integrity can be marked when a child's ability to act consistently with the values and principles that are in line. So, from the various example of the benefit of implementing traditional camps that have been done previously, the application of character values can emerge from every time of games. This can be one of the positive steps to help elementary school students indirectly, helping in the habituation of these character values. I also give some conclusion from this my article, and yeah, games cannot only be analyzed as a medium that can create mere entertainment for its users, especially for elementary school students. Traditional games are a type of game that has begun to experience a shift in attention among elementary school students due to the times. Games in modern times already have the sophistication and use of technology, so it is often more widely used and enjoyed by all groups. Traditional games have various types that are usually adapted to existing local wisdom, like a jumping rope, gobak sodor, crank, wooden car, stilts, gatrik, congklak, pati lady, and other games are included in this type of traditional games. And these traditional games itself have a various two benefits that elementary school students can indirectly take. Of the many students that have been done before, almost all say that there are elements of character value contained in a traditional games. The benefit of implementing traditional games themselves can foster character values such as like a teamwork, togetherness through movement, sportsmanship, cohesiveness, responsibility, honesty, order, mutual cooperation, and other values. The value of these characters depends on each types of traditional games that exist indirectly. If elementary school students still apply these traditional games, they can absorb this character value. Not only that, these elementary school students also take a part in maintaining culture. So that it is not subject to development in the modern era, especially with the latest technological development. For example, through the existence of modern games or games. I also give us some suggestions. Maybe if you all of you wanna to research or observe about traditional games, it's also maybe have still have like a room to observe or to do some research like from my point or as a writer, the suggestion is the main benefit of cognitive values that can be obtained from various types of traditional games can be one of the developments for the future so that they can continue to be applied and maybe even adopted for practitioners who teach in an elementary school. In a particular, sorry. So planting values such as our religiosity, nationalism, and other character values combined with up-to-date learning maybe might help students make it easier to understand learning materials or learning from learning process like that. There should be tests on the students in elementary school for other researchers to find out further level of effectiveness. So that's all about my presentation. That's all I want to inform you. If I have a lot of wrong words, I feel like I say I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Then if you all want to ask some question, you can ask. Of course, can ask to me. Okay, thank you so much for today, and I want to end my presentation and thank you for watching my video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye. Thank you so much.